Hey, remember me? It's Greg from Baseball and Whatever. How are you doing? Hey, that's great. We should do that sometime. Before we get this episode started, let me tell you about Belly Up Sports. Why, it's only the finest source to get your news on the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, fantasy sports, and more. Whether it's through forums or articles, or their extraordinary podcast network, Belly Up Sports has you covered. They are the Internet's sports bar. Visit bellyupsports.com and follow them on all social media platforms. I hope you enjoy this episode, and we'll see you soon.
Welcome to Baseball and Whatever with your hosts, Justin McAwee.
Because I was on campus and I had to appear like I was one of the cool kids, I would put the Star Wars book inside one of my textbooks so it looked like I was just studying for class.
All right, look. There's only one return, okay? And it ain't of the king, it's of the Jedi.
Greg Probst.
If you look at most Bond fans movie rankings, they have Casino Royale and Majesties in their top two. For me, these actually rank in the bottom part of my list. I mean, I love them, but they don't compare to Diamonds Are Forever.
No, stop getting Bond wrong!
And Vincent Francis Jankowitz IV.
I'm a glorified fact checker.
Last I checked, the most runs in a game wins.
Actually, I am a fact checker.
What's up, everybody? Episode 42 of Baseball and Whatever. We are back. There's Greg. There's Vinny. I hope you enjoyed our fancy new intro. That was Vinny's brainchild. That was awesome, Vinny. So thank you for suggesting that and finding those clips. Episode 42, we're going to talk baseball. We're going to talk top 5 90s movies, which I will admit my list is still not done. It is a work in progress. So we will see where mine ends up. I don't know about you guys, but this was agonizing. This was very difficult. I don't know.
No, for me, as soon as we decided on this, the top 3 were automatic locks. The 5th one was a lock. It just had to make sure it was okay to do. So I just plugged in a 4th one, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, you had yours done in like 5 minutes. Greg.
Oh my gosh, I was hoping you would pick the topic because I'm like, yes, because I know this one. I won't have to work hard on it. Just like it's pretty much done already. So
fair enough.
I think I know 2-3 of yours, Greg.
Oh, I'm sure you do. He probably knows that. He probably knows.
Pierce Brosnan was probably pretty busy on Greg's list, I'm guessing.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
So,
So yeah, we'll talk top 5 90s movies. We got some baseball talk. We got some Bears talk. We got some video game talk. We got some hockey talk. We'll get to all that and more on Baseball and Whatever. If this is your first time finding us, thank you for listening. You can find us at YouTube and all of your podcast networks at Baseball and Whatever. Feel free to search us, like us, give us a review if you want, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you want to write in, you can tweet us at Baseball and What. You can email us at baseballandwhatever@gmail.com or Baseball and Whatever podcast at bellyupsports.com, facebook.com/baseball and whatever. And our text line / voicemail line, 913-808-3278. That number again is 913-808-FART. Very nice, Vinny. Thank you. So before we do that, though, we like to always start with whatever episode we're on, any famous number players for Chicago sports. So number 42, I have arguably the best number 42. Do you guys want to hear who it is?
yes.
Me. I was
Oh, wait a
42.
minute. 42 in hockey?
Hockey, yeah. So growing up in inline and roller hockey and all that, I was number 42 for, I don't know, like a good 15, 20 years. And then after Maisie was born, I changed my number to 2 for her birthday. And now the last ice hockey team I was on, that was my number on my jersey, was number 2. So
Number 2.
I was
okay,
42.
so you Bryce Harpered yourself a little bit.
Yes.
It was
Now,
a 3-4 went down to single digit. All right.
Do you want to know the true story of how I came up with 42?
Yes.
Sure.
I mean, I love Jackie Robinson, but that's not why.
Okay. Because that was my only guess. So.
This is really stupid. Are you ready? This is really stupid.
Ooh, we like stupid.
All right. I believe it was NHL 95. You could create yourself and put yourself on a team. So I just made my character and I didn't realize you could choose a number. So it assigned me a number and it assigned me 42. And that was in 1995. So I've been 42 since then. So that was my number.
That's
6.
not stupid. That's absolutely beautiful.
That's why. So, and
That's
even
like
when
that's like Shakespeare, man.
And then when I played
that's amazing.
softball, that was my number for softball, and it just stuck with me. So there you go.
Justin's a 42. I didn't know this.
Yeah, I usually go with
4-2.
Yeah. It's just a weird. I mean, it's a more common hockey number than anything else. But yeah, in terms of famous Chicago athletes with 42, I believe. Oh God, was it Joachim Nordstrom? I think had it for the Blackhawks at one point. John Clem, defenseman for the Blackhawks, I think had it at one point in the early 2000s, late 90s. And
wasn't he also the bad guy in the first Captain America?
Yeah, he might have been
the one that blew up the lab.
And I'll be honest, I can't think of anybody else. I can't think of anybody that had it on the Cubs before they retired it in 97 for Jackie Robinson.
I think I remember one. Wasn't alive to watch him play, but
I'll turn it over to you guys.
Archive footage tells me that Bruce Sutter was 42.
Oh, yeah.
For the Cubs, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, all right. Yes,
I love that
ding. For the White Sox, I only have one. Again, did not watch him play, but archive footage and photos tells me Ron Kittle.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as baseball,
I didn't have that one on my list.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you fact check that for me? Although I'm pretty sure Ron.
I'll fact check it. But
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have him on my list.
I did not have any other White Sox on my list. So
okay,
or Cubs.
Justin, I had Gustav Forsling on my list.
Oh, he was recent. Yeah, probably in the last 5 years. Yeah, you're right.
And I didn't have any of the other ones on my list because I didn't recognize the name. So
no worries.
I didn't know if you were. They didn't play too long, so I kind of usually go for length if they were there for a long time.
I'll be honest. Hockey players that have 42 usually not that good. So case in point with myself, why I play in men's leagues, not the pros. But yeah, so there you go.
Greg, I should have had Ron Kittle on my list, 1982 to 91. Sorry.
There we go. Ron Kittle. Who else did you have, though? I'm curious about this.
Oh, Cubs legendary manager Dale Sweem.
Oh,
really?
1992.
Oh, when he was playing? Oh.
Yep.
I didn't even know he had a career, to be honest.
What position did he play?
Wasn't he I don't know.
Besides a dickhead.
He was a shortstop, third baseman, and first baseman. So
okay.
In there.
No idea.
Player. Let's see here. Scott Ruffcorn.
No idea.
Oh man. Nope.
No.
Rod Wooten.
No.
Paul Assenmacher.
No.
I feel like I remember him being on Cleveland for a while. That name sounds familiar, but
deep cut, Justin.
Yeah.
Wow. No.
Yeah, he was Cleveland. His picture on Baseball Reference is Cleveland. So
there you look at that.
That's from a lot of RBI 94 and Tony the Russo Baseball 95.
That's a video game reference right there for sure.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, it was like his name has ass in it. Like that was a big deal.
They were all 96 before, so that's the only reason why I put them on the list. I thought maybe you might remember them. For the Cubs, I have Glenn Allen Hill.
Oh, yeah.
I had Tony La Russa in 1973. Good old TLR. In Pierce's, must be his long-lost brother or maybe his grandpa in 1956 to 1957, Jim Brosnan.
Oh, okay. A Brosnan.
All right.
Yeah. Number 42. So for the Bears, you guys got any? There's only one.
I think there's only one.
I can't think of anybody.
Oh, the big one. Hit it, Vinny.
Yep. No, you got it, Greg. Let's see.
Sid Luckman.
Yes.
It's retired for him. Our legendary quarterback. Yeah. Our claim to fame when it comes to quarterback.
Right.
So,
you guys got any Bulls players?
I have one, and this is from like 2 or 3, maybe when was he on the Bulls? Maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
but Robin Lopez, right?
Oh yeah,
yes, yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
That's all I have for
very nice.
Bulls.
Elton Brand too.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember when that? Oh God, they were.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Was.
Yeah. Wow. Forgot about him.
If the Bulls, I don't know, the Bulls haven't been doing too great lately. We might need to introduce a Bulls segment. I mean, the podcast will be like 3 hours at that point, but
they play defense.
Yeah,
they outscore everyone. I mean, that's what they're
hurt.
Yeah, I
that
know
too.
they're all on the
I think
list.
AO is hurt now. AO don't
Yeah,
Is he?
IO, thank you. Yeah. I saw a really cool shirt. It said Chicago. It had his picture on it. I'm like, that's
That
actually
guy
great.
is so freaking cool, man.
I know.
He's a
You Vi
young
guy
stud,
grew
yeah.
from Chicago, got drafted by the hometown team. That's awesome. So good for him.
I mean,
seems like a down to earth guy.
I'm down for entering a Bulls, watching almost every game, so or at
We'll
least tuning in for part of it. So
the Hawks will be able to drop them pretty soon because that's another.
maybe just drop the White Sox at this point and put a big old. If you look at the show notes, and put a big old Dookie on the page. So
just pull out the Green Day album there.
That's what
instead,
I'm feeling. Yeah. Oh, great album. Rather talk about the album than the damn White Sox. So because there is nothing to talk about. So
yeah, I think we got any other 42s, Vinny? Is that it?
That was it.
That was it. All right. Well,
pretty good list.
That was it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. We're going to go to our text line and tweet line. No text this week, but we do have plenty of YouTube comments and tweets, not tweets, messages and stuff. So, Greg, take it away.
So Pretzel Vince commented on YouTube, love that intro for Belly Up Sports.
I believe that was your intro, Greg, where it's like, hey, I'm Greg. We should do that sometime.
Oh.
The first time when you sent that to me and I just threw it in there, and then as I was finishing editing it, I'm like, oh, this is good.
Oh, that's what he was talking.
That's what he was
I thought he was talking about our new. Well, if you like that, listen to the new one.
Yeah,
that if you think that's good,
so
like, hey, that's great. We should do that sometime.
We should do that. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that is. I could totally see Greg saying that to somebody that he's like, just get the hell away from me.
Used to work with a guy that did that. So he would walk over, he was like, hey, how you doing? That's great. We should do that sometime.
Who was that guy? I don't know.
What the hell's going on right now? So that's always stuck in my mind. So I'm glad I was able to. I'm glad that son of a bitch was able to bring some entertainment to others.
Yes.
Our guy Glucose Condom commented on YouTube. Happy birthday, Greg. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You do anything fun for your birthday, Greg?
No, took it easy. Well, on that Friday, I mean, there was still a little bit of
snow,
removal to do, which is okay, and got some deep dish pizza. Kind of just took it easy. So when I ordered some WeatherTech mats for my truck, that was kind of like my birthday thing that I wanted. So those will be coming tomorrow.
You'll have to excuse me. Will those stay wrapped and put on your shelf or no?
Maybe. Okay. Well, no, because they don't fit. So.
Oh, okay.
And those are like crazy necessary because they're absolutely destroying.
Oh yeah, you don't want
your car with their disgusting salty shoes.
So you're trying to say that's what I have to look forward to in the near future?
Oh, it's coming very soon. So for your car to get trashed, you just see Ashley's car. Oh my God, gotta clean that one out.
Like we've well documented, when we put Maddie in Erica's car, nobody will notice if it's trashed. So.
Well, you even said on my birthday pod that you stay away from Erica's car.
Yes, I do. She must
for some reason that little line just cracked me up.
I know she listens to it. She must not have listened to all that one yet, because if she did, I'd be getting yelled at for talking trash about her car, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, you want to get on here right now.
No.
Getting back to my birthday pod quick, and thank you guys for doing it. That was so much fun to listen to and a wonderful surprise. But to show you how supportive my family is, my wife reached out to some of my family members, and not only did they not have anything to submit, but refused to submit anything. So
I felt bad. I asked my sister, I was like, hey, can you maybe ask Greg's sisters? And so like time had gone on, and like the day before, I'm like, hey, we're recording tomorrow. Do you have anything for me? And she goes, no, they texted that they didn't like him enough to send
pretty much.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Goes, I thought they were joking, but they didn't send me anything.
No, they didn't. They didn't. No, that is the relationship right now. Even, I'm pretty sure my sister actually said you.
Well,
like one of the.
I guess any reaction is a good reaction, right?
Yeah. I guess that could have been put in, but I thought that was pretty funny. But at least your family is nice to me, Benny. They have nice things to say about me, which was which was awesome. So, kind of continue on with that. Erica writes in on YouTube. I'm shocked. Neither my mom nor sister mentioned the story about Muffy wanting to surprise/scare my parents. So her and Greg hid in their spare bedroom until Greg left and had an awkward conversation with with Mom while my sister's punk ass stayed hiding. I've heard my mom and sister's version, but I would love to hear the story from Greg's perspective. Do you guys know about this?
I vaguely remember this happening. Yes.
This was like year one.
Yeah.
Into me being introduced to the family. To the family. And this is like weeks into it or whatever. But yeah, it was Lynn's birthday, and then we wanted to surprise her. So we drive to Freeport to the Jankowitz residence. No one's home. They're on their way home. So Ashley and I go in. So okay, we got to surprise Lynn or whatever. We got to scare her. So yeah, we hid in that spare bedroom. I don't think they had finished it or whatever.
Right.
And then they get home. Pretzel Vince knew what we were doing, but Lynn did not. So she just told me, God, I don't even remember it that clearly, but I remember leaving the bedroom and she stayed behind in there. Lynn was in the kitchen, and I don't even think their kitchen was redone at that point either. Because like I said, this was
I don't think
very early on. So, and I just walk across into the family room towards the back door. Lynn's standing there. She turns around. She like double takes. She does like the Roger Moore double taking pigeon. Like what? And then I have nothing to come up with, other than I forgot my shoes. So I pick up this pair of shoes. Like I just walked into this house, this random intruder. Here I am. Oh, this is, the new weird guy my daughter's dating. I pick up my shoes. Like, yeah, I forgot my shoes, but I got them now. Thank you. And then I proceed to head out the back door. That is the best I can remember it. And was just like, what the hell's going on? And then Ashley finally came out and, surprise, I gotcha. And then, that was that. So that's about what I remember from the story. But It was very strange. I did not come up with any of that. That was on the fly. But I was like, I feel kind of weird doing this. But then as the years went on, I have definitely pranked my mother-in-law several times.
I think you enjoy it at this point. Yeah.
Now I look for new ways to do it. So
there you go.
Well, yeah, that was kind of my side of the story. I don't remember exactly. That's like it was a long time ago, and I just remember that part.
Yeah.
So, came here to get my shoes. So
it's a good story.
Yeah. To finish this up here, our guy Zach on Facebook in regards to MLB The Show. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting the Steelbook edition for Shohei. Zach, I say do it because I'm doing it. I think you should do it too, man. We'll do it together. Pre-order buddies. Here we go. Steelbook edition for Shohei, MLB The Show. I like it.
All right. Well, that does it for our YouTube comments. We are going to jump in now to Greg's hot takes.
Greg's hot takes.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on.
Hell yeah.
All right. You want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
All right, Greg. Vinny, thank you for the drop. Greg, tell us what's your hot takes right now?
Oh, just a couple things, and I know Vinny kind of touched on this earlier, but the official trailer for Jurassic World Domination was really. Oh, I'm getting the thumbs down from Justin already. Now I haven't seen the in between one, the Fallen Kingdom one. So, horrible. Any initial reaction to the trailer? Did you guys see it, Vinny? I know you touched on it earlier. You want to kick us off with it? Any hype for this sort of thing, or where are you at?
I want to say I would like to not see it, and I'm not going to pay to go see it. I'll wait till it comes out and stream it on wherever. But it does look interesting. I mean, they're bringing everybody back.
Yeah.
So that's the exciting part about it. Dr. Grant. I can't think of anybody else.
Ellie Sadler.
Dr. Malcolm is
Dr. Sadler. Yeah, Dr. Malcolm. Jeff Goldblum.
They're all in it. So yeah, it looks like I don't know what they're trying to do. It looks like the dinosaurs are trying to coexist with humans. And
did you see the last one, Vinny?
I didn't.
Well, it is so bad.
I think I saw part of it. Like
I didn't see any of it, so I saw the first one.
The first one was okay. The second one was just, oh god. I remember me and Erica sitting there watching it, and I'm like, at some point, I'm like, do we want to finish? Like, this is This is dumb.
Wow.
And for me to say that, like, I mean, you're talking to the guy that likes the original cut of Justice League. So it's not good if I don't like it. So, yeah, I mean, I think Vinny nailed it. I'll see it when it's on a streaming thing, and I'll watch it because I want to see, the original cast. But other than that, I don't care. Chris Pratt, I mean, he's fine, but I'm kind of over like he had that big like rise with Guardians and Jurassic World and all that. And I'm kind of just over it now. I don't know. Like
sick of Chris Pratt. Huh?
I don't know if I'm sick of him, but like I know what he brings and it's decent. And I've seen it and I'm good. Like I don't need to see any more. Like, I don't know. I'm more excited for Chris Pratt as Mario at the end of the year than I am in the movie. So I don't know what that's going to be.
I watched the trailer this morning. I was like, okay, I did not see the last one. I did not care for the first Jurassic World. Yeah. And I saw it in theaters. I'm like, this is, for me, Jurassic Park is 1 and 2. 3 was just kind of
no, don't talk about 3.
Not big in the Jurassic World trilogy here. So yeah, I don't know if I'm even gonna. I mean, obviously, what's his name? Sam Neill, Laura Dern are back, but yeah, I'm not rushing out to see it. So
no,
I'd pop on the first. I'd pop on if I want, Dr. Grant, I pop on the first one. If I want Dr. Malcolm, I pop on the second one. So I mean,
I still need to see Lost World. I have never seen Lost World.
Oh,
so
I love that.
I still need to see that.
It gets panned, but I absolutely love it.
It can't be worse than 3, and I saw 3 in theaters when I was in middle school.
It's better than 3 in my opinion, but
okay.
But yeah. Sticking with. Sorry, did you have something?
Nope. I'm good.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. Moving on. Sticking with movies or television in this case, I suppose. Big time movie character. We are getting a premiere date of May 25th for the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series, and we got kind of like a teaser poster looking at a bearded Obi-Wan kind of traveling the deserts of Tatooine. So you guys getting pretty hyped for that. I know we just finished the finale of Book of Boba Fett, so we're a little bit on a Star Wars high right now. So as far as I can say, just keep it coming. I'm ready for it, man. So
yeah, go ahead, Vinny.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm all for it. I can't wait for it. It's it's got to be good. If the way the past 2 shows have been, I can't expect that it's going to be bad. It's going to be, the sequel trilogy or prequel trilogy bad. I think it's going to be another stellar series. So I'm looking forward to it.
I was reading something. I can't remember where I was reading it today, but it said that there will be a Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor fight. Like Darth Vader comes back at some point. It also will not all take place on Tatooine. There's some like ocean planet they're going to go to. The Jedi Inquisitor, or I'm sorry, the Sith Inquisitors will make an appearance. The guys that went around hunting down the Jedis that survived Order 66 will make an appearance.
And we kind of speculated that when we kind of went over some of the concept art that was released. So it was all kind of right on par.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll give it a shot. I mean, for 4 episodes, it's almost like its own little miniature movie. Is
that all it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 6.
I believe it's 4. Can I? I don't know. I'll look that up. But
I think it's 4.
Okay. But
50.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited for it as well. I mean, especially because we have more characters and actors we're familiar with, so it's just like don't mess this one up. We give us something. I want something, great, and something that we're not really expecting at the same time too. Some creativity added to it. So right now the hype is high, at least for me, boys. So
yeah,
we'll see.
You know what? Until one of these Star Wars live action shows makes me think otherwise, I'm all in. So they have not wronged me once with that. Even I think Book of Boba Fett was good. Now that it's over, I don't know if it's as good as Mandalorian, but I did like it. And so I'm all in. I will watch Ahsoka. I will watch Andor. I will watch this. I will watch the next Mando season. I'm all in with that. So yeah.
How many episodes did you say, Justin?
I thought it was 4. Is it not 4?
What did you say, Greg?
I thought 6.
6 episodes.
Oh,
6
sweet.
episodes.
Okay, that's even better. That's kind of like Boba Fett then. All right, that makes me happy because I thought 4 was going to be really how do you tell a story in 4 episodes?
Yeah, unless they were like longer, like something like that. But I don't know.
Yeah,
just get it started already. I want to see it.
They better be long. I don't want any like 30-minute episodes.
No, I agree. Yeah, I do want longer episodes.
Give me the good stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to hear. I want an hour-long cut of Hayden Christensen describing how much he hates sand, and go from there. So,
are you sure?
No, I'm not. I take that back.
See if his acting's improved. So let's see with Hayden Christensen with a decent script. Are we going to get something here?
You know what? If Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are writing it, I'll feel good. I don't know who's writing it, to be honest. So,
okay, we'll see. Yeah, maybe we'll get like a Emmy or something. I think that's a long shot.
I don't know about that.
Plus, James Earl Jones probably going to be doing half his freaking dialogue anyway. Because last time I remembered, he was wearing some sort of suit. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Switching gears a little bit to video games, Justin. I wanted to burn through some of these titles that Nintendo Direct covered. That is coming out. They covered a lot of games, so I just want to get a yay or nay from you. I can confirm a nay for me already, and that is the GTA Definitive Edition for the Switch that's releasing tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I know you canceled your pre-order on it, Justin. I was on the fence about it. I thought I was going to do it there for a minute. And I'm like, no.
I will pick it up for Well, I guess it's technically PS4, but you can play it on your PS5. I will pick it up eventually when it's on sale, but I know they still haven't ironed out all the bugs yet. So I will hold off until. But I'll probably get it on PlayStation just because I know it'll run a little bit better than on Switch. So that's a nay for me too.
Okay. So really quick, and Vinny, there's a couple titles here that I think you would really like too. So I want you to be looking up some of these trailers and get yourself a Nintendo Switch, my friend. So
$199, Vinny.
Especially one that I'm going to mention. I think it's number 3 on our list. So without further ado, let's burn through some of these. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, never heard of it, releasing June 4th. Justin, yay or nay?
I played the original game on Switch. It was fun, but it's a little too anime for me. So I'm going to go nay.
Nay for Fire Emblem.
I mean, it's a good game, though. I'm not going to lie. But
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Vinny, I'm going to need Sheriff Pepper for this one if you have them loaded. So our number 2 game on the list, yay or nay, Justin, No Man's Sky.
That's a big nay for me.
No Man's Sky for the Switch? How the hell are you pulling that one
I've
off?
heard that game's gotten really good now because they've been working on it for like 5 years now. Too. But on the Switch, no thanks.
Haven't checked it out. It's just sitting there on the shelf collecting ye old dust.
You can play it in VR now too.
Oh, that is right. Yeah. That's been collecting dust too. But,
mine too. Yeah.
No time for this anymore. Yeah. All right. This is one for Vinny right here. I'm pretty sure they put our friend Perry in this game too. But Mario Strikers Battle League. I completely forgot that this was a thing. It started on GameCube. There was a Wii version, but Mario Soccer.
Yay.
Yay or nay? Yay.
I'll give that a shot.
That's a big yay.
Yeah, I saw some of the gameplay. Anytime you give me like some arcade sports, you don't get a lot of arcade sports anymore. So yeah, I'm all in on that one.
All right. That's coming out June 10th. I'm the same. I agree with you. Chrono Cross Remaster. Never heard of that one.
That came out right around the time of Final Fantasy VII. And I remember having like PlayStation magazines and it was really, really received well. And I never got around to playing it. So I'll go yay. I think it's like $20. It's a remaster. I'll give that a shot.
That's a yay. All right. Yeah. See, I've never even heard of these, Justin. So you're on a different tier right now. So
I don't know if that's a good thing though either.
How about this? Wii Sports is getting a sequel, and it's Nintendo Switch Sports.
I'm gonna go yay.
I'm with you.
I kind of want to play bowling again.
There you go, Vinny. You were a Wii Sports guy, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
That was like a staple.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandma's condominium, they still do tournaments, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I know about you guys. I never got into any of the other games on that disc. Like I only played bowling. That's all I played.
Really? The sword fight's always fun.
They have the sword fight in the new one.
Yeah.
The resort one, that
was so good.
Because it had like the original Wii Sports, and then they had like the resort sports, which had like hang gliding and stuff like that, and frisbee throwing. Yeah, I think those games were a lot of fun. The golfing,
totally.
Fun too.
I know this one's got badminton, the sword fighting, bowling, badminton. Did I say badminton already? I think I
Badminton,
did.
tennis,
Tennis, and then they're going to add golf for free down the road, I believe. So yeah,
Yeah, they have
and it's only $40. And so, they have soccer and volleyball too.
Yeah, I think so.
Then.
So, yeah, I'll give that a shot.
Definitely. Yeah, that was some good. I mean, that was kind of like the flagship for the Nintendo Wii. Like you can tell that's what that console was built for. But I even enjoyed the tennis part of Wii Sports. I even had the little attachments for the remotes. Yeah, good
really?
times.
Okay.
Yeah, good time. I mean, they didn't do anything. It was just there to look like a tennis racket. But
Well, it feels normal more than like
yeah, that's true.
a little bit of weight on the
That's a very good point. Yep. Didn't make me any better though. So maybe worse, probably. Continuing on, yay or nay, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I still have to get 1 and 2, September 2022. Justice.
No, I saw some gameplay of those. They are really not good games.
Not good.
No.
Okay.
No.
Not good. Never played them. So probably won't play 3 either. Maybe 4. Maybe we'll get into
Save. Yeah, I'd wait for 5 to be honest. That's just me.
Here we go. I saw this the other day. Mario Kart 8 is getting paid DLC. 48 remastered tracks with the finalizing release by 2024.
Yes.
48
major
tracks.
So I don't know about you, Greg, but it's $25 to buy that season pass, or you can buy the extended Nintendo Switch Online that comes with all the Sega and Nintendo 64 games for $50, and that comes with it. So
okay.
I don't know, but yeah,
I usually subscribe to the.
I'll
Nintendo Switch.
definitely pick that up because I love Mario Kart on Switch. That's actually one I think I could maybe take you guys on because the other ones you kick my ass all the time. So I mean, I remember at the cabin playing. Was it Double Dash?
Double Dash. Oh,
it's not. I can't. I'm not. I'm an amateur. I am.
I love
I love Baby Park. Baby Park's a good course, but you guys.
Baby Park takes no skill.
There's no skill or talent. It's just drift to the right. That's all it is.
Blue Shell can literally take out 9 or 10 racers.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Portal 1 and 2 remastered.
I still have Portal 2 for PS3. I really like it, but I don't need to play it on Switch.
I was going to say it was just sitting. I thought you were going to say it was just sitting there. I'm like, Justin's got a backlog building.
Portal 2 is good. Portal 2 is a really good game, but no, I don't need to play it again. So,
all right, that's a nay. Splatoon 3. That's a popular Switch title. I didn't play 2. Maybe
1. I don't know. I bought 2, played it for a while, kind of got old, and traded it into GameStop. So,
what is Splatoon? Is that like Platoon? But
no, so you're playing as like these weird squid humanized squids, octo things or something, octolings, I think.
Doc Ock.
And you literally you'll have a map like an arena, and you have different types of paint guns, and your job is to cover the entire arena with your team's paint, and then whoever covers up enough paint is the winner. That's the whole premise of the game. So it's like a shooter for Nintendo, but not violent is pretty much what it is. So
okay.
It gets really popular.
I mean, it was fun, but like, I'm like, this is you can only cover everything. The thing I didn't like is you couldn't even choose like what maps you wanted to play. Like every hour, Nintendo would be like, all right, these are the 2 maps you get to play for this hour, and that's it. It's like, that's kind of a dumb way to do things, but
a little bit of
yeah. Okay. But I mean, Nintendo's online stuff is never that good. So,
finishing up here, Lego Brawls, summer 2022.
Nah, if I get a Lego game this year, it's going to be Star Wars. So,
atta baby. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. I think you mentioned this before.
I've never played those, but I think I'm gonna give that a shot. It's like a tactical like strategy game, but with like military stuff, and it's obviously the graphics are more like cutesy stuff. It's not too serious, but it looked pretty cool. I'll give that a shot.
Good deal. And lastly, this is a big yay for me, but Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I am yay.
That's a maybe for me.
25th. Okay.
I'm not a big Kirby.
Oh, you gotta give me a yay or nay.
I guess
a release day, yay or nay.
Release date, yay or nay? Then definitely nay.
Definitely nay. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
I'll close this up real quick. Getting back to my little MLB The Show 22 trailer breakdown. Guess what I did? I missed a couple things, as you can finally tell. But to my credit, I did spend 23 minutes talking about a 1 minute.
You sure did. I listened to it last night.
1 minute 15 trailer. So missed a couple guys for the audio breakdown, the audio play-by-play of the trailer, and I missed a big one. because he plays on the team I root for. So Tim Anderson, TA, was part of the home run montage, and I completely skipped over him to talk about a Twin and a Cardinal. How much of a crime is that?
Wow.
That's what do you?
It's not a good look, Greg.
Expelled from the podcast.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So exactly. I also miss a guy called Jazz Chisholm. He's like a second baseman for the Marlins.
Yes.
I don't know if you know that.
I have
guy
heard of
is.
him. Yeah.
He got like blue hair too. So that's a thing.
Cool.
He came in right before the Joe Carter cameo, and of course the mystery Giants pitcher was kind of like their ace, I suppose. He had a really good season, but it's a fellow by the name of Logan Webb. Couldn't ID him. It's so freaking obvious, but that was that. And then really quick, guys, speaking on the topic of Switch, as part of Nintendo Direct, the show got its own Nintendo Switch trailer where we saw some pre-release gameplay footage, and it's a little concerning, as we would have figured. But it looks like that frame rate's dropping a little bit. It's losing some graphical quality. They also to promote it, they mentioned, you can play Road to the Show, you can play Diamond Dynasty. They don't even give franchise mode the time of day. They're not doing anything with this mode because SDS are dickheads sometimes. So there you go with that one. But it looks like there is going to be some motion, or it looks like it's going to have single Joy-Con gameplay capabilities. But that's all pretty much bare bone what they touched on. So we'll see. That might be a pass until we can get some updated gameplay for the Switch, because originally I said I wanted to get both because I'm a freaking nutcase, but there might be just one copy. So we will see. All right, that's all I got for that, gents.
Well, that's a good transition. If you are into the show, please go check out our podcast feed and check out Greg's got 3 episodes of his Road to MLB The Show 22. It's a lot of fun. And like he said, I was editing it last night. I'm like, holy cow, 24 minutes. I'm like, how long was this trailer? And it was 1 minute. So
1 minute, 15 seconds.
He really, if you want to get your money's worth, check it out. Greg did a great job on it. I enjoyed it. So, all right, we're going to switch now to our full-on MLB and baseball discussion.
Baseball.
Welcome back to Major League Baseball. Sort of.
Taking a look at Chicago's 2 favorite teams and other happenings around the MLB.
All right, that's never going to get old. All right, we are going to start with, I didn't know this. I don't know which one of you guys found this, but Jim Riggleman at age 69 is back. He's heading to independent ball. He is set to become the manager of the Billings Mustangs of the Pioneer League. I'm shocked. Granted, he wasn't the best Cubs manager. I enjoyed him as Cubs manager. Let's look at his timeline here. I did not know this. He was the manager of the Padres from 92 to 94. Your Chicago Cubs from 95 to 99. I remember that. There was 1 year in there. I think they went 0-16 under his watch. Seattle, he started in 08. Did not remember that. I do remember him being the Washington manager from 09 to 11 and the Cincinnati manager from 15 to 18. So he's been managing for almost 30 years, right? That's pretty good. And so I don't really know. I don't know if I was almost 70, would I want to be riding the buses in independent ball? No. So I don't know.
Probably just trying to hang around the game still.
If he's passionate and he doesn't care, then good for him. So I was excited to see that. We also have, you guys will have to clear up this one because I don't remember this guy at all. Greg Taggart, longtime Railcats manager, is leaving for a job with Giants.
I found this, and this is a guy I actually he's kind of like he's a name in indie ball. But he's been the longtime manager of the Gary Railcats, and I've been to their stadium a couple of times. Gary, Indiana is it's just a warehouse.
Hey, it is home of the Jackson 5.
It is, and the Gary Railcats.
And the Chris, that's right, and the Christmas Story,
yes, that is true, But he's been a big staple in indie ball for so many years, and 17 years managing in the league, but. I just find that amazing. You've been in Gary, Indiana for the past 16 seasons, and then actually a former player of his who is who's in player development now with the Giants organization is bringing him in to work in the player development department for the Giants, more specifically in their spring training facility in Scottsdale, Arizona. working with rookies and rehabbing vets in that sort of capacity. So I just found that amazing. Here you are, you're managing in Gary, Indiana. You're winning championships there too. I think he's won like 3 championships there, and then all of a sudden he's moving out to
San Francisco,
to Arizona, specifically with the Giants organization. So what a change! So
I'd say that's an improvement.
Yeah. So good for him. Really quick, guys, I want to plug a fabulous video on YouTube, and I watch it several times, but it's a video about an open tryout, or what guys go through in open tryouts for indie ball. They're trying to hold on to their careers for a little bit, and actually features Greg Taggart. It's kind of like independent baseball chasing the dream. I highly recommend it. It's only like a 14-minute video, but it kind of showcases what that procedure is like, and he's kind of at the forefront of that. Kind of gives you a little bit of insight to his character a little bit too. So real good stuff. So when I saw that, I remembered the video. So it's all pretty fascinating stuff. So wishing fellow Greg all the best.
All right. Very cool. For our White Sox talk, I don't know which one you put this, but all we have is the poop emoji. Do we have anything to say for the White Sox?
I think Vinny does.
Oh.
Okay. Yep, right on. Oh, look, it landed right on the screen. Perfect.
Oh, that's going to be a mess to clean up. There's not really much to say about the White Sox. Everybody's just not the same.
All I can say is there's no baseball being played, and the White Sox are good again.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's all you got, right?
So that's all I got.
For our good old Cubs, Bruce Levine, friend of the show. No, he's not. I don't.
Yeah, that's right.
He says the Cubs signing Rizzo on a short-term deal is possible. No, move on. That time is over. He was an amazing leader. I have my Cubs poster. There he is right there. He's saying, "Woo, go Cubs." And that's great. He was amazing, but I think someone said, like, was it 10 million, 20 million that they were going to throw at him for, like, 20 million for 20 Rizzo. Million? No, I'm sorry.
Over how long? Did they even specify?
Bruce's article said 2 to 3 years.
His back will not let him play 2 to 3 more years.
60 million for 3 years?
No. Give it to someone else that needs playing time and is up and coming. That would be my recommendation, but I also don't run the Cubs, so what do I know? So yeah, I don't know. No thanks. I mean, the only I say, if you're worried about his back, do you make him be the DH? But would he be the DH? Or is he more valuable at first?
No, well, I mean, his defense is probably better than
Schwindel.
Yeah, but I mean, you also have Alfonso Rivas that can play. That's better defensively. Yeah, I don't know. He seems to be on the decline. If you look at some of more of his advanced statistics, he kind of had an unlucky season last year.
Sure.
But I don't. This is slow news for the beat reporter. So Bruce Levine is maybe just pulling this one out of thin air. They talked to somebody that was in the John with with the GM
sitting next to each other.
Something.
Yeah.
He might have overheard, someone mention Rizzo in the bathrooms. Like, oh, they're talking about Rizzo. Here, Bruce, have this little nugget. So Bruce ran with it. I don't know.
They just talk about it mid-dump.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, I know, was it Vinny, you wrote about any players we like on the team to play DH? I honestly don't even know, because I don't know what the plan, you know what I mean? I don't know what the plan is.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, what are they doing? Because Stroman still throws me off completely for 2 years. I'm like, what does this mean? What are they doing?
Are they in? Are they out?
Right next, that sort of thing. So
it just kind of depends. I did see the one thing that made me exciting until I saw the price. Supposedly the Cubs are going to try and create an app where you can watch all the Cubs games and just pay them instead of having to pay a subscription for Marquee. I don't know if you guys read this.
$20 a month on for Sinclair. It was 20 through Bally.
Yeah, I believe it was. It was $20 a month, right?
Wait, to watch the Cubs?
Yes.
18 a month.
18 a month.
Get out
an app to watch the Cubs.
Supposedly you get to watch all the games. There's no blackouts, is what I was getting.
I mean, I really want to watch them, but at the same time, that's awful steep.
Yeah.
But
I would not pay that to watch the White Sox.
wow, even if you didn't have, even if you couldn't watch the White Sox ever,
the hell with them. They pull that shit on me.
well,
Fuck
apparently
you.
MLB ownership is not happy about the Cubs doing this, from what I read. So I don't know if they weren't happy because of the
No.
price, or they
That's
weren't happy about
garbage.
them going outside the lines and trying something new. I mean, the idea. This is, I think, where sports should go. Like, instead of having to have all these stupid regional sport network deals, yes, just make an app and let people pay. But $18 is for something you're going to watch for 6 months out of the season, 7 months out of the year. I don't know. That's an awful lot. But
contract isn't going to pay for itself. Justin.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Good point. If they sign, you know what? I'll make you a deal. If they sign Bryant and they extend him, I will sign up for that stupid service to show my gratitude.
Wow.
Oh man.
You really just put yourself out there.
You know, I'm trying to put some good juju out in the universe.
I just don't like the idea of that. Especially with the way, I mean, I know you said the regional sports deals right now, but that's still, I mean, a lot of these teams are still on cable, and then here's the Cubs, with their it's like, ugh.
Well,
I mean, if teams go that way, but $18 a month,
that's steep.
I'm ready to dump these Netflix fools for 15 in their garbage.
Yeah, I really wanted to dump Netflix, and Erica said no. She likes too many shows on there. So,
well, Ashley doesn't watch anything on Netflix, and she doesn't want me to dump it. So how do you like that? It's even worse.
I mean, I guess the Seinfeld, you got to pay for Seinfeld, I guess, but
yeah,
I know. It's literally the convenience fee.
To be honest, though, what we've been doing, that's all it is. But we have YouTube TV, so I just set it to record all Seinfelds because YouTube TV, there's no limit. So we literally have the entire series on TV now. Same thing for The Office too. We're not paying for Paramount. So, or Peacock. Sorry, Peacock. So yeah, I guess that's it.
Can't say P on the radio, Justin.
I didn't know that. Sorry. We also have the Universal, like we said, the Universal DH is here, which I will admit, for the longest time, I was staunchly against it. I liked the art of the manager having to do the double switch and the strategy. But now, as an adult, I don't want to watch a pitcher hit anymore. I'm good.
I think anyone does.
No, well, there's some people out there that do. Greg, have you been on Twitter recently? Come on now. There's plenty of people that are upset about it.
Oh, I'm sure there are, and I avoid them like the plague. So, I'm sure it's pretty split, and I don't really want to see the reasoning behind it.
I remember as a kid watching Cubs games, and you'd see the pitcher come up to bat, and I'd be the few times my dad would sit and watch a baseball game, he'd be like, "Look how he's standing. What the hell's he doing?" And I'm like, "Well, he's the pitcher." Well, then he shouldn't be up there. He knows he's going to bunt. Put someone else in. I'm like, that's not how the National League works. He goes, "Well, it should." And I go, "Yeah, it should."
You sure it just wasn't Chuck Knobloch at the plate?
Yeah, it's Craig Counsell. I don't know.
Yeah.
On some sad news, both Jeremy Giambi and Gerald Williams passed away this week. Jeremy Giambi of the Oakland A's, I guess is what everyone knows him best for, died at age 47. And Gerald Williams of the Yankees, right?
Yeah, for Yankees
at 55. So it's a shame to hear about them.
Young men.
Nothing really has come out about that. I don't know if you guys have seen anything, but yeah, I mean, it's a shame for anybody that young to pass away. Yeah, I did not realize Jeremy Giambi is only 12 years older than me. That's also kind of scary too.
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of weird.
Wow,
getting deep. Well, what were they saying on Twitter, Vinny, about the DH? Was there a winning tweet? Did you see a winning tweet about people in support of the pitcher?
Is there ever a winning tweet though on Twitter?
Oh, there's a winning tweet in a certain context. So
I saw somebody tweeted out a question asking, well, how is this going to shorten up the game? You're adding more offense, which is okay. Well, AL games don't take any much longer than the NL games.
They don't.
I saw Justin's argument of saying, "Oh, I like the double switches and the."
I don't like that anymore.
And the bunting aspect, and the pitcher has to go up there, and you're ruining the game and the history, and it's like, well, who cares? It's
adapt and survive.
To watch the pitcher go up there, who more times than not does not want to be up there and swing or get hurt. And
exactly.
I just don't get the people. Oh, well, what about this pitcher that hit it? We're never going to see this again when a pitcher hits a home run. Okay, that
don't care. Yeah,
like 99 at bats. Who cares?
Yep.
I just don't. I don't get the appeal or the the glorification of a pitcher getting a hit. It's like going to like a little league game and seeing a kid out there that probably shouldn't be out there get a hit and everybody cheers, like the manager going up to get a hit or going into a game and getting a shot in for a basketball game.
Did they put anything in the rule where they can opt to have the pitcher be in the DH spot at the same time, like a Shohei rule or something, or even like a Madison Bumgarner rule if he's still because that's the guy that takes his at bat seriously. I mean, the guy's kind of a nut job, but he does go up there and try and hit the ball hard. So
yeah,
I don't know if they did that.
I haven't read the entire rule, but I would imagine that especially with Shohei being in the league now, it's not like you'd have to predict for something like that. Like he's in the league now,
right?
I would like that they made some sort of adjust. If you want it, you can opt to have the pitcher hit if you really want to. And obviously, most teams are going to not do that unless you have Shohei Ohtani on your team. So,
right, exactly. Like the rule is the guy's such a game changer. Like the rule is adjusted for him. So
it's more of a disadvantage. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't have that in there because it's like, well, if you want to put yourself at a disadvantage and have
go ahead and do it. So
go right ahead. But I guess it goes against the tanking. But they're having a lottery now for the draft, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Is that final or is that?
I thought that was one of the things that Manfred came out and said.
Is that what they're going to? Okay.
I didn't listen to his conference and I didn't dive into everything he said. So maybe I'll go through it and we can talk about it next time. But I'm pretty sure they said something about lottery picks and there's going to be no draft compensation tied to
that. I did see. Yep.
So
I did see that.
Again, that's great to see.
Yeah.
Nothing about the blackouts though.
God. Well, I think there's a lot of other parties involved with that too. So, like networks and shit. So
they're going to have a good faith proposal on Saturday.
That's right. Yes.
So I don't know why they just don't come out with it now.
Yeah,
they're still working on their 60 Michael Scott's 60 point plan. Get back to baseball.
Yeah,
he's still working on it. They're probably still on day 30, working their way back to day 1.
So is Manfred going to do the spin on the stage and I love you, New York?
Right? Don't do the point. Don't do the spin.
Yeah, don't do the point.
I wasn't going to.
Who's the twirl?
So we will have to stay peeled to see what happens next. God, I can't stand Rob Manfred. But anyway, should we switch gears to something more exciting like some football talk?
Yeah.
Sure.
Manures of the Midway, where the guys talk the pile of horse crap that is the Chicago Bears.
I mean, when you consider the other choices, manure is actually pretty refreshing.
All right. Bears, I don't know. Super Bowl plans? You guys got any Super Bowl plans?
I just wrote that down before we added the rest of the stuff. I didn't know if you guys were doing anything for the big game.
No, I'll watch it, but I guess I want the Rams to win. I don't know.
What were you saying, Vinny?
I haven't watched in like the past 3 years.
Oh, really?
Since what was it? The Rams in New England were in the Super Bowl. I haven't watched it.
Oh.
I haven't watched them into the Super Bowl. Just no interest. I mean, last year I think I followed it on my phone. I checked in every once in a while, but just no interest.
I kind of just watch it for the commercials and movie trailers now, honestly.
You see all those, like, they come out before on YouTube.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I don't know if we'll do anything special. We'll probably just order a pizza and sit with the baby and watch it. That's about it. So
gotcha. All right.
Yeah. What about you, Greg?
Well, I thought about making something, and then that sounded like a lot of work, especially if we're not like doing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I usually watch the game. The halftime show, we'll see. I guess I haven't been too impressed with the last couple.
Yeah, this one might be entertaining.
Yeah,
could be.
I'm hoping so.
I know Eric is excited for Eminem, so
thought about doing nachos. Maybe.
Ooh,
I don't know. Maybe.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, we'll see. Probably get like McDonald's or something.
I will still remember. I think this was the year. Yeah, this was the first year Eric and I moved in together. So this would have been 2011. We had a Super Bowl party. And obviously this was before Greg, and we had I think we had your mom and dad out, Vinny, and we had my parents and some friends and stuff, and my mom made meatballs in the crock pot, and she got them to our house, but I don't know if she turned too sharp or she moved the car too sharp. The whole crock pot and all the meatballs fell over.
Oh,
there was
no.
just meatballs all over the bottom of the floor of the car.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, if she's
man.
listening, she'll have to write in and explain that better than I did. But that's something I remember when I think of the Super Bowl. I did just
hopefully
find
they had WeatherTech mats. So.
I don't know.
WeatherTech, if you're listening, giving you a couple
sponsorship.
shouts.
Yeah, here we go. I saw this just on Twitter a few minutes ago while we were going through the show. Devin Hester was not named to the NFL 2022 Hall of Fame.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, that guy changed the game. I mean, people wouldn't kick to him. He's got to be in, if you ask me, right? Like,
he has my vote to be in. One of the best of all time at what he did, in my opinion. So
couldn't play wide receiver to save his life. But
no writers.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Vinny.
Who did get in? Do you know?
I will look.
I forgot the vote was tonight, but
let me see. We have Hall of Fame Tony Baselli. I vaguely remember him. Was he a Raven? Richard Seymour, Tony Baselli. Let's see. I'm trying to find one that. Okay, here we go. Tony Baselli, Leroy Butler, Sam Mills, Richard Seymour, Bryant Young, Cliff Branch, Art McNally, and Dick Vermeil. Dick Vermeil is pretty much the only one I remember.
Dick Vermeil. Wow. Okay. Hester should have been on that list.
Yeah, he should have. So, the only other thing I had, we talked about it briefly in our text chain this week, is Lovie Smith is back in the NFL as a head coach, not just a coordinator anymore. I didn't even know he was the coordinator for the Texans. I'll be honest.
I had no idea.
You guys didn't listen to my podcast then, did you? Or the blast from the past? Because
not that one. No,
there he was.
Oh, busted.
Yeah, you jerks. That's it. I'm done.
When I edit them, I'm more focused on making sure everything sounds right. I'm not listening to the content. I apologize, Vinny.
Sure.
Yes, so he is back. I do find it kind of funny that they're like, Brian Flores was possibly rumored that, but then it's like, then all of a sudden I was like, hey, we got any other coaches around here? Oh yeah, Lovey, you're here. Oh, I guess you can have the job. Like, I'm sure there's more to it than that, but
what about the fact that they brought Josh McCown in? Like the 10th hour. He's a serious candidate, and then they hired Lovey, and they're like, yeah, he wasn't really that serious.
My question is, does he now that he's a head coach, does he shave his beard?
Lovey?
Yeah.
No,
I kind of like it.
He looks like freaking Santa Claus.
Yeah,
like
I like it.
Like it.
You like it? Yeah.
I'm down with the beard. I like the beard. I like the beard.
Well, give it a little manicure and like trim it up.
Clean it up a little bit.
Clean up a little bit. Yeah. I mean, he is in Texas. I don't know. Maybe they don't value that. Maybe they don't care. Not to offend any of our
bearded. Yeah, you're that's why listeners.
Yeah.
Yes.
He also has to have a holster, so, on the sideline.
No comments. All right. So that does it for our football talk. If anything else pops up next week, the Bears make any more signings, more moves, more trades, I don't know what we can talk about the Super Bowl next week. But real quick, I only have 2 things for our hockey segment. So let's go to hockey now.
Used puck bags.
Hey, shut up! You guys stink. I thought we came here to play hockey.
I knew we forgot something.
Diving in on what's happening with the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, I only have one thing for the Hawks. Danny Wirtz came out. That's Rocky Wirtz's son. And he had an interview with, I believe, David Kaplan doing damage control about all the things the Hawks are doing right. The other thing was that one of the Rockford Ice Hogs, who is the Hawks affiliate for the AHL, they just released a story that the Hawks fired one of their training assistant trainers or trainers because he sexually assaulted an employee back like 15 years ago. And then the Hawks found out and they finally fired him. So good. I don't know. I feel like there could be more to the story, but I don't know. The only other thing I saw today that I thought was pretty cool, hometown favorite. I don't know if you guys know who Cami Granato is. You guys know who Cami Granato is?
I do not.
I believe she's from Downers Grove. She was really big on Team USA back in like the 98 Olympics and the 02 Olympics for the women's team. Pretty popular. Her husband's actually a former hockey player too, Ray Ferraro. She was just named as the assistant GM of the Vancouver Canucks. So thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
So
very nice.
That's pretty neat. Kind of have to see how the Canucks do. I know they're kind of turning over their roster as well. So that's it for our sports talk. If you are listening on Belly Up Radio Networks, yeah, Burns, that ends the show. If you want to check out the rest of the show, feel free to check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, I guess is technically what it's called, any of those things, and you can see the rest of the show. But now we transition to our whatever topic. So, Greg, take it away, man.
All right. Thank you, Justin. Happy to be casting pod with you guys, or at least continuing to. Welcome to Whatever, where we are going over our top 5 90s movies. How'd that list go, Justin? I know you were you're struggling there for a minute, but
yeah, you guys need to make me the third one. Why don't you guys start?
All right, that sounds good. So we will we'll just rattle off our top 5-1, get to some of your submissions. And that is basically that. The rules of this is that the movie had to have been released sometime in the 90s, right?
Yes, correct.
That's just kind of like our only guideline. So let's get to it. You want to start us off, Vinny?
Alrighty then.
With your number 5.
Number 5, Sister Act.
That's amazing.
All right.
About that one.
You know,
oh man,
I know your sister loves those movies, and anytime they're on, I'm like, you really like these movies? And she goes, oh yeah, my whole family, we watched them all the time growing up.
Oh yeah, I've only seen the first one. I have never seen any of the other ones.
Back in the Habit, I
there were
believe,
other ones.
Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit.
Oh, Sister, yeah, that's right.
But no, the movie was great. Great premise in the movie. I just loved, watching that and going to Catholic school, wishing like, man, I really wish we could sing songs like that as I'm sitting there on Friday mass at school, bored out of my mind. And it just, I just love the movie. The story is great. Whoopi Goldberg's fantastic in it. Maggie Smith, of course, is great again as the Mother Superior of the whole we call it convent. But yeah, I love the story. It's funny. The songs in it are great. I wish church was like that. So yeah, number 5, Sister Act.
Nice.
I would agree. Right. Yeah, if church was like that, get me to go.
Oh yeah,
I'm staying home. So I continue to do. Bad Catholic right here, ladies and gentlemen. You still want to go last, Justin?
Yeah,
I can throw out my number 5 right here. All right, I'll throw in the middle submission here. My number 5 is Dumb and Dumber. So
how did I forget about that?
I think we're building Justin list as we go.
My list is getting longer as we go right now.
For me, Jim Carrey, at his pinnacle right there, just absolute great buddy time. And I think, bringing in, and he's even said bringing in Jeff Daniels, a more serious actor, has kind of helped there establish that relationship in the movie. And I mean, just the shit scene alone is enough to make that movie a winner. But yeah, just one of probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie, one of my favorite movies of all time, one I could watch any time, any place, even a Cam Neely cameo as Seabass.
Yes. See, you know your hockey.
Yeah. I do. Well, I know it because of that scene, because of Seabass. So kill those sons of bitches. And then, be there for manly love promptly at 1 a.m. in the bathroom stalls. I could go on and on about that movie. Great underrated soundtrack. I have the soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack's really good.
Good song, good 90s rock in that movie. So, I love that movie from beginning to end. So definitely had to make the list, and one of the first ones I thought of. So
good
Dumb
choice.
and Dumber, number 5 for me. So
all right, I am going to preface
Justin.
this. I kind of switched up my list a little bit to change things up, so we don't have like my other list. I don't want them to bleed over into this one, so I'm changing things up a little bit here. All right, but you guys might know my number 5. I don't think you guys are going to know this one. You might not even have seen this movie. I remember seeing this as a kid and really enjoying it, watching it with my dad. And if he's listening, he's probably going to say, I don't remember watching that with him. Because that seems to be the growing trend when we do these podcasts and I talk about him. Harrison Ford, Tom Clancy, Willem Dafoe, Clear and Present Danger.
Yeah.
Good movie. Yeah. It's all about going after the cartel down in, I want to say Bolivia. Or Nicaragua.
Oh, I don't remember.
I think you're right. Yep. I remember
James Earl Jones. Yeah. So the first one, the other one that he's in, I can't remember what that one's called. The one where he's taking on, I believe it's the Irish NRA. IRA. Thank you. Yeah. I don't remember what that was called. Do you remember what that was called? The Patriot Games. The NRA. Somewhere, some alarm just went off. The IRA. Thank you. I think that was Patriot Games.
Patriot, I couldn't think of Patriot. Yes.
So yeah, I just remember really liking that movie. I thought Willem Dafoe was awesome. Just there's the scene where they're driving through not the favelas, but like down like one of the like boardwalk areas, and then all of a sudden these guys come up on the rooftops and they try and barricade them in by blowing up some of the cars. And there's a lot of good action. And the fact that the American government kind of had something to do with it, and they kind of left Harrison Ford's character Jack Ryan out to dry a little bit. A little conspiracy there. Yeah, really, really like that movie. It's definitely one. My whole list was movies that if I see them on, I will stop and watch them. Now, there's other movies I really like, but I got to seek them out specifically first.
Well, that's good. That's pretty good guidelines you set for yourself.
Yeah, so that's my number 5, Clear and Present Danger.
Good call.
Nice. Thank you.
Back over to you, Vinny. Number 4.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
this is probably my favorite Adam Sandler movie. I would argue that it's his best movie.
Yes,
I'd agree with you.
It just the quotes in there. I think everybody on the golf course tries to at least hit like happy at least once in their lifetime.
Yes.
And then you realize that that doesn't do anything.
No.
But yeah, it's a great movie. Funny. Chubbs.
Carl Weathers. Yeah.
Do you know how long it took for me to realize that was Carl Weathers? Like I literally figured that out 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh my!
That long? Yeah. We're talking. I had
an epiphany, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's Apollo Creed. And then I looked it up on IMDb, and I'm like, holy shit, how did I not know this? Yeah,
I love the scene in Happy Gilmore, and it's such a mundane scene, but it's when Happy Gilmore's in the batting cage, and Chubbs walks up to him. He's like, "Cut it out, son! You're making me sick." So you're a hockey player, huh? Gonna give that shit up? Gonna concentrate on golf.
That's a great line.
Just like out of the blue, and that's how it all kind of started.
There are so many lines from that movie that like my sister and I still say that even if like will have no connotation to the movie. Like there's so many times like oh, well, what do I know? I'm just a doctor, when he refuses to take a rest and stuff. Like we will literally tell that to my parents. And at first I don't think they knew. And thankfully over the course, like the last 15 years that like they say it now too, it's just a running joke, but yeah, no, that's a great pick, Vinny.
Do you guys remember that Will Sasso was one of the movers in the beginning?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
I remember watching that later on and catching that.
The other mover was in that?
Mm-mm.
He looks familiar. I don't know his name though.
Apollo's trainer in Rocky.
Oh my God.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, you're right.
What a damn towel.
Yeah. God. What was his Tony something, right? Was the actor's name or whatever? Oh,
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
That scene in its own, I just love where he's like, he hits the ball. He's like, go back to work.
Yeah.
You hit that guy.
He should have been standing there.
Hey, you made a bet. Pay the bet.
Shooter McGavin, underrated villain too. Yes. By the way, great
so
Chris
good.
McDonald. I think Chris McDonald turned out to be like a asshat or something. Like, wasn't there something on him a couple years ago?
I thought he had like a DUI a couple of years ago.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, okay, that's still bad, but
yeah.
Great villain. And I love Richard Keel in the movie Jaws.
Yes.
I will get you, Shooter.
Didn't you forget your 9-iron? Yeah. Yeah, it's such a good movie.
Mr. Larson, couldn't think of his name. Yeah.
Oh, the nail comes out next week. Oh, it's great. You can barely see it. He makes the faces and stuff like that. So
that's 2 thus far, Shooter. Oh, you can count. Good for you.
And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. So.
Oh, run!
That sounded like Batman
for your life.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So no, that's definitely a good one.
I could talk about that one forever.
Well, and I feel like it's those movies where you can just keep saying, like, when that comes on, I can pretty much recite the movie word for word, line for line. You know what I mean? So, and just all the hockey references. I know there's a very young Vinny LeCavier who played for the Tampa Bay Lightning for a long time. He is one of the guys at the training or the tryouts.
No kidding.
Yeah. So he was there.
That?
Yeah. So
better luck next year.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. My number 4 is me, right? Yeah. My number 4 is, I don't know if you guys saw this one coming, but I really do love this movie. And it's, and one I revisit frequently, and it's JFK. Have you seen JFK?
I have not seen JFK.
Yeah.
I've only seen the Seinfeld reenactment.
Right. I saw this movie because of the Seinfeld reenactment and Keith Hernandez asking, have you seen JFK? So I did seek it out. Not big on Kevin Costner, but good Oliver Stone movie. Really long, like 3 hours long, but interesting stuff. Going on with that, it kind of touches. Well, I mean, it's pretty much based around the conspiracy surrounding the Kennedy assassination and all that, and kind of like going through the forensics and building a case. Real solid cast in that movie too. You guys should check that one out and let me know what you think.
I'll have to give that a look.
But of course, the in the famous magic bullet scene. Made famous by Seinfeld too, obviously, where Wayne Knight is in both scenes, hats off, because he's also in the movie JFK. So really, really well done. So that was my number 4.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
How about you, Justin? Number 4.
All right, my number 4. Yes, this is a movie I saw for the first time in like 5th or 6th grade and was absolutely obsessed with it because it's a sci-fi movie and it's a movie I don't think would get made today because it's just so strange and kind of weird, and that is The Fifth Element.
Oh, there we go.
Bruce Willis, Mia Jovovich, Gary Oldman in that movie is like awesome, weird, creepy Gary Oldman.
The real Gary Oldman.
Luke Perry's in it in like the first 5 minutes, and then you don't see him again. He's I think I can't remember if he gets killed in the first 5 minutes or what, but it was just like not Star Wars, but like a very like what the future would be like on our current trajectory. Everything's kind of dirty and grimy and the apartments are literally like 1-room apartments, and like Bruce Willis's apartment has like the spot where when the police come and do raids, like there's a spot for them to put their hands up so that they can scan them to make sure who they are, who they say they are. And and Chris Tucker. I don't know if you guys remember Chris Tucker's in that movie. He's that weird radio DJ.
Oh God, yeah.
He is awesome in that movie. That was the first time I had ever seen Chris Tucker, and then I saw Rush Hour, and I'm like, oh my God, what variety he has in his acting skills. I don't know about that now, but I love that movie. Love Bruce Willis in that movie. I don't know if he actually enjoyed making it, but he just plays like this hard ass, and it's just a fun sci-fi movie. So that's my number 4, Fifth Element.
I haven't seen that one in forever.
Yeah, that's one I pop in every once in a great while. So
good call.
Yeah,
good call.
There you go.
All right, getting on to the 3s. Back to you, Vinny, with your 3rd favorite 90s movie.
Number 3 for me is Con Air.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Been higher, but it made number 3. The cast in this movie is absolutely phenomenal. Nicolas Cage, John Malkovich, Dave Chappelle, Steve Buscemi. I mean, John Cusack's in it. Ving Rhames,
yep.
The cast is great. The movie's just full of one-liners. I think my wife and I always talk about putting the bunny back in the box.
Oh yeah.
or Steve Buscemi, define irony. Whenever a Leonard Skinner song comes on, I think either one of us will quote that and say that line. It's just that movie's great. I don't know. There's much else to say besides that.
Well, I think you hit it on the head, like the king of one-liners, almost. And John, and one, even though he plays a scumbag, because he always plays a scumbag. But my guy Danny Trejo.
Oh yeah,
Johnny Bente Tres, Johnny 23, be Johnny 300 if they knew the truth, whatever it was.
I think I can't remember. Did I text you guys when I finally saw that for the first time, like last year?
No,
I had never seen Con Air until last year.
Oh wow, how did Erica let you get away with that?
I don't know, because usually she makes me. So I remember this was before Maddie was born, so it was last, I don't know, like April maybe. Erica was running on the treadmill. I came down because it was my turn to run on the treadmill, and she had Con Air on. I said, I remember always hearing about that. I like Nicolas Cage. His movie, he's just is he a good actor? I don't know, but he makes fun movies. She's like, oh yeah, Con Air. I'm like, I never saw Con Air. And so she's like, oh, you should watch it. So it was on cable. It wasn't like it was edited. Yeah. So like I literally ran on the treadmill for like an extra 30 minutes just because I wanted to keep watching the movie. I'm like, this is really good. And then the next week, I think we watched Face Off, because I had never seen Face Off either.
Oh, okay.
Con Air I like Con Air more than Face Off though.
Yeah,
because Nicolas Cage is just weird in that movie.
Yeah,
really weird. But so there you go.
Yeah, I would say I prefer Nicolas Cage over John Cusack in that movie, even though you even said, I think one of you guys said John Cusack refuses to talk about it.
He won't talk. John Cusack's kind of a tool.
Kind of a bag, isn't he?
Yeah, he won't talk about any 80s movies he was in. He won't talk about Con Air. It's like, dude, come on, you're not beneath anything. You do you even do movies? I saw 1408. That movie sucked. I still want my money back. So
oh man, good stuff.
There you go.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Oh, I guess it's no, that was Vinny's pick.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
That also your pick?
No, it's one of my honorable mentions for sure, and was close to making my list. My number 3 though is, and I know I've talked about this movie ad nauseum before. Well, maybe not, but it's Apollo 13. Tom Hanks, Gary Sinise, Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton, Ed Harris playing Gene Kranz. Just covering that whole story. I told you guys before that I have the a little bit of a NASA buff with the moon landings and all the launches and stuff like that. Love all those movies. So Apollo 13, really well done movie, and obviously a big historical event that happened. I can't even imagine watching the news coverage when that was going on, and against all odds, bringing those guys back home when your freaking spaceship explodes, and your oxygen supply is just going into space. So how they pulled that shit off is really amazing, and just an amazing Ron Howard directed film. So one of my favorites, and one I'll go back to frequently. So had to be on the list. That one I knew was going to be there. So
okay, I gotta say, Greg, I am shocked that we haven't had any James Bond movies yet.
I'll just why don't I just go ahead and get it out of the way now? Both GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies made the honorable mention.
Okay,
they did not make the top 5. So
wow,
the world is not enough, which came out in '99, did not make the honorable mentions. I like the movie, but it's not one of my favorites.
Interesting.
GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies, I absolutely love to death, though. But
okay,
I truly love these movies. I'll probably watch these movies more than I will before I turn on those movies. So I know that's like a sin in the Bond community. So you can hit me with an SGBW, Vinny.
SGB. Oh,
yeah. Got to get his Bond terminology down.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you really do have to.
Yeah.
No, stop getting Bond wrong.
There it is.
There you go. All right.
So moving over. So Apollo 13 is my number 3. So we will go to you, Justin.
All right. I may have to turn in my man card when I announce this to the masses that listen to our show. My number 3.
Time.
I know which one it is.
My number 3. I don't know. I do know why I like this movie. So my number 3 is You've Got Mail.
Oh, of course.
All right.
Of course.
Now, before you say, why do you like, I will tell you the reason I like this movie so much, and I know exactly why. It has nothing to do with it being a romantic comedy. I don't care about that. It's because it reminds me of being a kid and getting America Online for the first time. And like the modem sounds dialing in, You've Got Mail, like all that stuff just resonates with me so much because I was so obsessed with AOL when we got it. Like, being able to talk to people in chat rooms when like a 9-year-old probably shouldn't have been talking to kids in chat rooms, but like I was obsessed with it. It just blew my mind. I remember trying to make a website like the first month we got it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So that is my number 3. Tom Hanks is awesome. He's one of my favorite actors. Meg Ryan, I could take her leave. She seems not that nice in real life from what I've heard, but
I don't think she is.
No. Great actor in this movie though. If you want to call him an actor and not a comedian, Dave Chappelle is awesome in this movie, by the way. He's got so many good lines. So, I'm not going to lie. If that's on, I will watch it straight through. And Erica gets so mad at me because she's like, would you put something else on? This movie sucks. I'm like, it's not my fault. Man. She has no sentimental bone in her body, as I'm sure Vinny knows growing up with her. But I like that movie. I don't know. Reminds me of being a kid. So, and I think it came out in 99 though. So I was already like 12.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that kind of lines up. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And we touched on AIM like a week or so ago, didn't we? Like we were talking about instant messenger or something.
Oh God. Yeah. We talked about screen names. I had some really weird screen names because I changed mine every month. So We don't need to get into that. So
good times. Good times.
So that is my number 3. You've got mail.
You've got mail. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. We're getting down to it. Top 2s. Here we go. Number 2, Vinny.
Number 2, Jurassic Park.
Yeah, there it is.
Great movie. Still
not Jurassic World, huh? Well, I guess that's not 90s.
No,
even if it was.
Even if it was.
It was a great movie. Just what they did with like all the I don't know if it was CGI back then, but what they did with it back then to do the dinosaurs and everything was just fantastic and like way ahead of its time. I feel like for a movie that came out in 1993.
Yeah.
So what they did with all the special effects were fantastic, making those dinosaurs seem so real. The story is great. Absolutely loved it. The best one in the series by far.
Yes.
And yeah, I absolutely love it. Jeff Goldblum's fantastic in that. Absolutely love the gif of the giant pile of crap. We got one all the time, but just his lines in it too. Must go faster, must go faster.
That's great.
Yep.
When the T-Rex is chasing them, and then the life finds a way. Just his whole character and his way he was.
What was it? Chaos theory? That was his thing. Yeah.
When he's putting like the water drops on their palm and stuff. Yeah.
What was that? Like I still don't know if I understand.
We're just saying that you would think if you put it in the exact same spot, it would fall in the same direction.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's all it was. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I'm missing something else.
You would predict it, to do that, and that's kind of what he was getting at with the DNA. You're predicting that it's going to do this, but
it didn't
do something else. Finds a way, and it goes.
That's the parallel. Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the GIF. It makes me laugh so hard. So if you remember the scene where what's Sam Reed? Not Sam Reed. What's Dr.
Sam Neill?
Sam Neill. What's his?
I know what you're doing. I know where you're going with this.
What's Sam Neill's character's name again?
Alan Grant.
Okay, Dr. Grant is on the I think it's Triceratops, and he's like going up and down on the Triceratops' belly. And someone's cut that out and put him going like this on Ian Malcolm's belly.
Yeah, his unbuttoned shirt. Yeah.
Makes me laugh every time. One of the good things that have come out of the internet.
One of the best ones. Yeah, exactly. No,
that's fantastic. The must go. Jeff Goldblum makes that movie, in my opinion. And Samuel L. Jackson, Wayne Knight. I mean, the fact, and I've seen this meme on Twitter, like multi-billion-dollar company, and you hire one IT guy. Like what? You know what I mean? Like and then also I can't remember the guy's name, but the clever girl, that guy, and then he gets eaten by the raptors.
The raptor trainer, the hunter, or whatever. So
I can't. Yeah, that's it.
What was his name?
Muldoon.
I think I had that action figure. I had a bunch of the Jurassic Park action figures as a kid. Yeah. And like they had they had like the dinosaurs. I had like one. It was like a Stegosaurus, and you could like pop out a piece of it, and it would show its ribs, it got gotten bit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember my second grade teacher brought that in for us to watch, which I don't know. Like, I don't know if that was good for second grade. Like, I was fine. I had seen it already because I love dinosaurs. I went through that dinosaur phase, but So good pick, Vinny. It's a good pick.
Good stuff. Okay, so number 2 on my list should probably be my number 1, but it made number 2, and that's the Shawshank Redemption. Probably one of my.
Oh, that's so fucking good. I forgot that one too. What the hell is wrong with me?
I think still it holds the highest rated movie on IMDb of all time. I believe it is. That is a movie that is like one of those movies, if not the movie, where it could be on somewhere. I'll just pop it in. Where it's like, just for instance, say if it's on TV and it's like halfway through the movie, I turn it on, happen to see it. I am sticking it out. Till the very end, till they're in Zihuatanejo on the beach and they meet up and have a big old hug. What's his name? Warren Norton, Captain Hadley. Even the villains in that movie, I just absolutely love. I think they're great characters. Their lines are fantastic. Tim Robbins, and what can you say about Morgan Freeman? He's just a shining star. His narration, can listen to him talk for hours. Just saying what. And I got to say, I mean, I could get into, this, that, and the other with the movie. Love the escape scene. But one of the scenes I do love, and for some reason, it just makes beer look so good. But I think that's a credit to the cinematography and Morgan Freeman. But, when Tim Robbins is going to get thrown off the roof, by Hadley, do you trust your wife? Which, I'm sorry, that's not the good way to approach Captain Hadley. Like, hey, Hadley, I can help you out with, evading, the IRS taxes.
Tax evasion, yeah.
Right. Instead of, do you trust your wife? Step aside, move. This fucker's having himself an accident. It said, I only require 3 beers apiece for each of my co-workers. Co-workers, get a load of him. But when they're sitting on the roof, at dawn or sunset, whatever it is, and they're drinking those beers in the ice, drink up while it's cold, ladies. I'm like, God, I love that scene. They really shot that so perfectly. And damn, I want to crack open a cold bohemian style beer right now. So it's just a testament to everything they do in that movie. And it's just, God, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. So Shawshank Redemption, my number 2.
Excellent.
Oh, I have to say the remake by Family Guy might be better than the original.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Actually. Yeah.
Never seen that?
No, I don't think I've ever seen it. I got to check it out now because they do good stuff.
It's good. Obviously, it's not as good as the original, but it's
right. No, they're
it's really funny.
Yeah, I got to check that out because I like when they do that stuff. So
yeah,
nice. Good choice.
All right. Where are we at, Justin?
All right, number 2.
Have we changed the list as we've gone on here?
Yes, we have.
Because I hear a lot of, oh shit, I forgot about that one. So.
Yes. All right, my number 2. I can't remember if we talked about this before. We might have. The Matrix. I love that movie. Okay. I did not see it. I think until 2003. I think did I talk about when I saw it for the first time on the podcast before?
Please share.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. We were driving down to Florida and one of our friends gave it to me. I watched it like the whole way. I watched it and then as soon as it was over, I restarted it because I was just blown away by the movie. It got me into thinking I could be a little hacker and trying to break into people's AIM accounts. And I did that for one of my sister's ex-boyfriends and changed his password. And then I felt guilty and changed it back because if you want to know what I'm like, I think that's the perfect example right there. Was able to break into his account, change his password, and then felt bad and changed it back. So no, I love that movie. I have not seen the new one. I almost don't want to see the new one because I don't want it to ruin the originals, which I guess it wouldn't ruin the original. The second one's okay. The third one is just bad. But yeah, like Keanu Reeves is perfect for that role. Lawrence Fishburne is great.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann Moss is awesome. I was obsessed as a high schooler. I thought the agents were so cool wearing the suits and like being these programs that could change into different people. And, the scene of them trying to break Morpheus out of like the little mini prison office building he's in. And I think Smith goes on this diatribe about like, humans are just like viruses. They grow and they expand and they deplete the resources and then they move on to something else that they can deplete. I'm like, well, you're not wrong. Like that's kind of true, right? Like if you want to get in like a really weird, cynical mood, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, great movie. The fact that what's his name? Shoot, I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, never mind. I'll forget it. I can't remember. But anyway, just a great movie.
Were you talking about Hugo Weaving?
And then no, what's not Key and Peele. Cheech and Chong. Tommy Chong's son is in this. He's in it. And he was supposed to be in the sequel, but he got really weird and kept bothering the producers and emailing them and texting them. And so they wrote him out. They said he died after the events of the first movie. So that's why he's not in it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, Matrix, great movie, great music. Like I wasn't into like, not Euro music, not trance music, techno. I wasn't into any of that. And I'm not really into it now, but like there was a period of time
a techno phase.
I was buying like the Crystal Method album and, like I had a bunch of their albums downloaded on LimeWire and would just sit and listen while I was trying to hack into people's stuff, so
yeah,
tried to come up with a hacker name for myself and all that. But yeah, that's it.
No, I'm sorry, Justin. Go ahead.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
I was just going to say a big A-list actor that turned down a role in The Matrix. And I forget which role it was. It might have been Hugo Weaving's role, but maybe not. But it was Sean Connery, actually.
I believe Will Smith turned it down too, didn't he?
Will Smith turned it out. Yeah, a lot of actors turned.
What was Sean Connery going to do? Was he going to be Hugo Weaving?
I think he was, but I can't remember. But that was a time like where he turned Gandalf down too of Lord of the Rings, so because that was going to go to him. He was just turning down everything.
Didn't turn The Rock down though. I like that movie.
Yeah, no, movie, so honorable mention. But
all right, so that's my number 2.
Awesome, good stuff. All right, we have.
I was going to say, Justin, that was Tank, Marcus Chong.
No, yes, that was Tank because Dozer is the brother. Yes, that was Tank. Yep. Yeah, they wrote him out.
Okay.
Good call. Good.
I didn't realize that he got all weird.
Yeah, he got real weird. I don't know if he's ever been in anything ever since, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Should we
reach the end? You want an honorable mention before we go to the ones right here?
Yeah, we could do that if you want.
Do that. Go ahead, Vinny.
Can we do listeners first?
Yeah, we'll do listeners first.
And then honorable mentions,
let's read some of our listeners right here.
All right. Okay. Listener Sean writes in no particular order: Goodfellas, Wedding Singer, Bronx Tale, Speed, and Jurassic Park. Yep.
Nice.
Good list.
That reminds me of one of my favorite lines from The Simpsons, where he's like, "I saw that Homer's at the bar, and he's like, I saw this movie." It was about a bus that couldn't go slower than 50. It has to stay above 50 miles an hour. I can't remember its name, but I think it was the bus that couldn't go slower than 50 miles an hour.
I think
the bus that couldn't slow down.
Couldn't slow down. That was the X-Files episode, wasn't it?
That's right. I think you're right. Dennis Hopper is so creepy in that movie too.
Yeah.
He's really creepy. So good choice. Very good choice. Let me pull up. I lost the thing here. Hold on. I will go and say, once it loads, sorry. Erica, my lovely wife, wrote in and said, Scream, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Boondock Saints, Hocus Pocus, The River Wild. Honorable mentions, The People Under the Stairs, Dogma. That's one of my honorable mentions as well. Dead Alive, It Takes Two with the Olsen twins, and Jumanji. She loves Jumanji. Anytime that's on, she puts it on, which it's fine, but I didn't grow up really watching it, so I'm not.
Yeah, Jumanji's it's just me.
No,
whatever.
Yeah, no. I thought it was great. Yeah. Did you guys ever play the game that came out with it?
No,
never did.
No.
We played the game, and yeah, that was fun. We were really into that movie.
It must have been a Jankowitz thing, I think.
Yeah, it's like I never got into
another one, just like Sister Act.
Good old family tradition, right?
Yes.
There. The River Wild. That was the Meryl Streep one, right?
Yes.
And Kevin Bacon. Yeah, I remember
Kevin
that
Bacon
movie.
and John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Yeah, that's right.
Big and famous.
Yeah, I forgot. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Yeah, that was good.
Right.
Fellow Greg writes in, Happy Gilmore, Can't Hardly Wait, My Cousin Vinny, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and Back to the Future 3. So
good list. T2 is definitely up there. I don't know about you guys, but I loved growing up. I loved Can't Hardly Wait. Like that was one of my favorite movies in like middle school and high school.
I've never seen it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
So that was Jennifer Love Hewitt, Ethan Embry.
Ethan Embry, didn't he play Rusty in Vegas Vacation?
Yes, he did. Yes,
okay.
I think this was right around the same time. So it was just like it was like a high school party movie. Melissa Joan Hart was in it. Donald Faison was in it. It was just I remember seeing it in middle school for the first time, and I'm like, oh my god, high school is going to be so cool if this is what high school's like.
Isn't
such high hopes?
Teen movie kind of based off of that?
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
Parts of it, I guess.
Yeah, parts of it are. So yeah, like it was Ethan Embry was like kind of like the not nerdy, but kind of like the like artsy guy, and he's trying to win over Jennifer Love Hewitt. It was like who was the like preppy like girl that everybody wanted to date and stuff like that. So gave everybody gave all the artsy nerdy guys a chance that they could date somebody that was out of their league. So
that's why you got excited about high school, right?
I might be I'm reading Star Wars books now, but next year I'm going to be dating Jennifer Love Hewitt at high school. Yes, exactly.
Is that before or after you were afraid of gym class?
That would have been after. I was afraid of gym class, thinking that was because of Ferris Bueller. So, and I saw that much younger.
Like, oh man, gym class! But I could date.
I could go to parties. Yeah,
that bad. Yeah.
I'm going to go to a party. It's going to be great. Yeah. All right.
You got the spoiler on your car, right?
Yeah. Well, that was Oh God. Oh God. How did I forget about Fast and Furious? Oh my God. What is wrong?
Is that
that's not.
But did that just come to you, or
that's not a '90s movie? Oh, I got scared there.
I was like, was that in the '90s?
No, that was 2001.
Right. Okay. Oh, we got lucky.
Who do we got next?
I'm up.
right.
Aaron writes in. She's all that. I don't remember that.
That was the one with Freddie Prinze Jr. And they like the makeover for the girl. I don't remember who was it.
What was the girl's name?
She's a famous
Rachel Lee Cook, right?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Also,
not another teen movie. That was the other premise.
That was the other one. Yeah. Same. It was like they merged those two together. So
right.
Is it my turn? Lynn, Vinny, your mom wrote in and said, Happy Gilmore, Misery, Twister, Scream, Never Been Kissed, A League of Their Own, Hook, It, Apollo 13, Sixth Sense, Jumanji, Titanic, T2, Terminator, and Back to the Future 3.
There we go.
Nice.
Good list. It's a good list.
Our guy Zach writes in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There you go, Justin. Soulmate there for you.
It's my guy.
Sandlot, Surf Ninjas, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and Mallrats. Good list.
Good list. Mallrats is a great movie too. Great movie. All right, Vinny. We got a first time caller for the next one.
Yeah, my wife writes in. Gretchen, she wrote in no particular order. You've Got Mail.
There you go, Gretchen.
Oh,
all the Father of the Brides, Tommy Boy, and Con Air. So,
excellent
choice. Yeah, see, I knew Gretchen was cool. She likes You've Got Mail. I'm going to talk to her about that now. The next time I see her,
you can talk her ear off.
We are going to talk about the theme and the conflict and how it was resolved and everything. And
you remember all those You Got Mail noises and internet stuff? Yeah,
I was going to say, get away from me.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. Go ahead, Greg. No, I think
okay.
It's your turn.
Jaybird writes in Usual Suspects, Dances with Wolves, Tommy Boy, Jurassic Park, The Rock. Love it.
Good choice.
Good stuff.
And then lastly, we have Pretzel Vince, who he emailed in, I think. I don't remember if he emailed in or texted in, but he said, number 1, Pulp Fiction. Number 2, Happy Gilmore, If Golf Was Only Like This Movie. Number 3, Apollo 13. Number 4, Saving Private Ryan. That is a phenomenal movie. That is a movie I would love to watch more, but it does such a good job depicting what war is like. You just kind of walk away being depressed. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a phenomenal movie.
It is.
And then number 5, Goodfellas, which I just saw for the first time like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I liked it. But I only saw the edited version on like AMC. I haven't seen any of the real ones. So he also said honorable mentions, Reservoir Dogs, True Story. The only time I've seen that movie was edited on USA. So a lot of that movie got cut. I don't know if you guys can believe that, but Boys in the Hood, which I've never seen, Sixth Sense, Rudy, and Green Mile. So those are all good choices. All right. Do we want to do our honorable mentions real quick?
Sure.
All right, Vinny, go ahead.
Go ahead, Vinny.
All right, I got a long list here.
Oh boy.
Air Force One, Apollo 13, Mrs. Doubtfire, Independence Day,
yeah.
Hook, Men in Black, Shawshank Redemption, Goodfellas, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Pulp Fiction, Boys in the Hood, Sandlot, 7, Tommy Boy, Forrest Gump, The Rock, and Liar Liar, which I will argue is Jim Carrey's best movie, and it's not Dumb and Dumber. Sorry, Greg.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Liar
Liar's good.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm still thinking, I like Liar Liar, but I'm going Dumb and Dumber all day over.
I think the acting in Liar Liar, I think it takes a lot of effort to do what he did in that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that kind of shows his range better than Dumb and Dumber, which is good in itself, but I think him in that movie, because it's pretty much
physical comedy is insane in that movie.
Liar, which is fantastic. I mean, the whole the pen is blue is fantastic.
Yeah.
Royal blue.
I want to say the scene where he's like kicking the crap out of himself in the bathroom. Yes. He really did hit his head on the floor. I believe I read somewhere.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he knocked himself out or gave him a concussion, but he was hurting after that. So that's a good list, Vinny. Good list.
All right. Should I go through my honorable mentions here?
Sure.
I too have a long. I don't know if my list was that long, but maybe it is. Okay, I've got in no particular order. I mean, I guess it is honorable mentions, but Sandlot, Home Alone, Mars Attacks, Silence of the Lambs, Forrest Gump, Jurassic Park, Lost World, Jurassic Park, Independence Day, Happy Gilmore, Twister, The Hunt for Red October, Batman Returns, Terminator 2, Con Air, Blair Witch Project, The Rock, and Major League 2.
Major League 2 is good too. I will admit, I was obsessed.
Major League 1's better, but that was 89.
I was obsessed with Mars Attacks for a little while.
Hell yeah!
And I used to be able to like make noises just like those aliens.
Damn, that is good.
Maybe you should do the next belly up read as one of the
just
aliens.
as that, yeah.
I can't do it.
We'll just have a translator.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there'll be closed captioning underneath. Yeah. I was obsessed with that movie, and I remember like watching it, and my parents were like, "Why are you? This movie's awful. They kill off all the important people." And I'm like, "That's the joy of it. Like, no one is sacred in this movie." And Jack Black's in that movie.
He is.
Michael J. Fox.
Die, you alien shitheads! They killed Jack Nicholson twice.
They do. That's right. Yeah.
As Art and the president.
Yeah. Oh God. All right.
I think Annette Bening makes it through that movie.
I think you're right.
Her, Tom Jones, and Danny DeVito.
Is Annette Bening the one that they take her head and put it on the dog's body?
No, that's Sarah Jessica Parker.
So she makes it too, doesn't she? Or does she die?
She dies with
was she in the spaceship?
Oh, Pierce Brosnan was
I forgot he was in
decapitated too. Yeah. 007. Before he was Bond, I think.
All right.
I don't know.
My honorable mentions, I got as many as Vinny. So Twister. I was deathly afraid of tornadoes as a kid because we didn't have a basement in our first house, and I watched that movie nonstop in the summer, which is probably a bad idea. This is a deep cut, but thinking back to Sister Act, Eddie. You guys remember Eddie?
Oh my God.
I love that movie. Unapologetically. I don't know why. Muggsy Bogues is in that movie. I love that movie. I don't know why.
King.
Dennis Farina's in it, I think. No, wait, that's not Dennis Farina. That's somebody else. Never mind. Oh yeah, he is. He's the coach.
Yeah, Dennis Farina's in it.
He's the coach. Yeah, he's the jerk coach that gets fired. The original Clerks. I love that movie. The Fugitive. I got to see where they filmed it when I was in college. I took an Illinois history class, and we went to Pullman because the Pullman train cars were made there, and we walked around the neighborhood and got to check that out. Toy Story. It's probably one of the only Disney movies I really genuinely like. Rush Hour. Loved Rush Hour. Independence Day. Happy Gilmore. Space Jam. Big Daddy. The 1990 TMNT Ninja Turtles movie is great just because it's a lot darker than the other ones that came out. And it's got Casey Jones in it. So that's
right.
Yeah. Dumb and Dumber, Mighty Ducks, of course. I love that movie. I just showed that to Maddie the other day and she was very interested.
That's not the number one?
No, I changed it at the end.
Oh, okay.
It was my number one up until someone said something a little bit later. Judgment Day. And I don't like the actor because he's kind of a weirdo, but I like the movie. That is Jerry Maguire.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that's
like Tom Cruise?
A lot of the
Tom Cruise creeps. He's kind of a strange dude.
You're a Mission Impossible guy, though, aren't you? Or not really?
Sort of.
Okay.
Sort of.
All right.
Sort of. What'd you say, Vinny?
Romance guy, Justin.
Hey, it's all here. I got to make up for it because my wife refuses to watch any movie that has any type of romance in it. So she's cold as ice.
I love it.
I'm gonna pay for that one.
Love you, darling. All right.
The number ones.
Go ahead, Greg.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm jumping
Vinny with the number one.
Number one
90s movie
is, as Justin brought it up earlier, but Saving Private Ryan is
nice.
That whole opening scene was just fantastic.
Yeah.
So lifelike and real. The way they depict the beach of Normandy is just eye-opening. It's fantastic, but just in a just shocking way. I remember seeing that the first time when I was probably too young I shouldn't have watched it at my age. But it was just eye-opening. These guys who were pretty much kids storming this beach and just getting ripped to shreds. It was just, wow. I can't believe it. And just the story's great and the cast is great. Tom Hanks, Matt Damon, Tom Sizemore before he became a truck driver.
It's always funny. I want to say one of the lines right now, but I don't want to have to edit it out. So no, I'm not going to do that. Vin Diesel's in that movie too, by the way.
Vin Diesel.
Yep. Oh, did you say him? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti, Ted Danson's in the movie.
Oh God,
Barry Pepper is a sniper.
That's right.
Yeah, I wonder if Ted Danson took the jet there to film.
I want Ted Danson gets a jet. I want a jet. Yeah, good choice, Vinny.
Yep. Man, great movie.
But like you said, that opening scene, D-Day storming the beach right there, and those, like you said, Vinny, the MG-42s just. As soon as those
the boat doors dropped,
doors dropped, and they're just unloading rounds, and they're like, Jesus.
Like I can't even. like you said, Vinny, like 18, 19 years old, like just, and I mean, I get the strategy. You're just throwing numbers at people until something works. Then obviously would have been Operation, was it Market Garden, where they drop people behind enemy lines with the paratroopers and stuff. But like, I remember my great grandma, when she was still alive, she had a friend and he had survived all 5 campaigns of D-Day.
That's
I remember he was willing to talk about it. So like we talked a little bit about, he's like, yeah, after D-Day, I went to North Africa and we were chasing around I believe it was Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox. He was like the Nazis that were in North Africa. And like, just hearing him talk and like, not nonchalantly, but like, I'm like, do you realize like what you accomplished and how lucky you are? Like, what are the odds that you survived all those campaigns? And there's people that maybe survived 4 or 1 or didn't get even off their transport vehicle got blown up on the way in. It's crazy. So
I don't think human beings exist like those guys do nowadays. There's different different species almost of heroism.
I feel like, can you imagine if they ever reinstitute, not to get political, but if they ever reinstituted a draft, what an uproar that would be if there was ever a major war.
Yeah.
And I just would sit back and be like, I'm almost 35. There's a lot of other people who can go before.
Right. Me. Yeah. Talk about a list of the few draft dodgers that got put on display or whatever got, ridiculed and a whole slew of them now. But
I think that would be.
But that's neither here or
there. We don't need to get into that. Yeah. That's a good number 1.
All right. My number 1, you better get on this, Justin.
I'm ready. I know what my number 1 is.
Goodfellas. That is my number 1.
Ooh,
one of arguably my favorite movie of all time. So, I mean, that is, De Niro, Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, and just the story of Henry Hill and how him going through the ranks of the mob family and how he how it all ended is just a fantastic story. Well made Scorsese movie, left and right. The first movie I think I ever watched with my wife while we were dating. So I was kind of like Goodfellas and Chinese food. So I think I introduced her to that movie. I gotta, like I said before, I think it's the number 1 for me of movies all time, and one I'll go back to and watch. One you can quote, just left and right, and it's just so well done. And,
it's a good one.
Probably my favorite. I was gonna say, definitely my number 1. De Niro, fantastic, and one of the best. I know this is kind of random, but one of the best food scenes in movie history when they're eating steaks and homemade pasta sauce in prison. So, because in prison, dinner was always a big thing. We had a pasta course and a meat or a fish. I'm like, God, this movie's amazing. So they're living better than most of us, and they're locked up behind bars. So, Goodfellas, my number 1 for sure.
Good choice. Great. All right, my number 1. I completely forgot about it, and then someone on this podcast mentioned it. And it rocketed to number 1, and that is Shawshank Redemption. That is one movie I don't know how I forgot it, but that is one. Like most of these movies, I'll stop and watch some of them, but like when that movie's on, and if I have nothing to do, I will just put that on and watch the whole thing. I mean, it's not a short movie either.
No,
but just like you said, Morgan Freeman makes that movie for me. It's another one where it's not. Parts of that movie are they're not upbeat. Like it's really like, this sucks.
Oh, it's dark and depressing.
It's dark
and sad. And
it's like
very sad.
It's like how long can the human like spirit? I don't know how philosophical we want to get here, but like how much can you endure? I see Vinny laughing there. How much you can endure before like you crack, and then the whole idea of like guys that are institutionalized and like they don't know what to do when they leave. You know what I mean? Like it's
the whole Brooks storyline.
Exactly. Like. And then you see is Morgan Freeman, because then he's the bagger, and then he's at that motel that Brooks stayed in, and or the scene with the kid who knew that Andy Dufresne didn't commit that murder, and then they kill him. It's like but I think just seeing what the warden, when he gets his comeuppance, if you want to call it that, like that scene is just so. That moment of like panic, shock, and awe.
Yeah, you feel it
when they're coming, and it's like, oh shit, like, okay, it's done. It's over. And then, he refuses to go quietly. He kind of takes himself out of the equation. Right. But, such a good movie. I want to say that's a Stephen King book, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to read that. I've never read any of his books, but I want to check that out. So
what say there, fussy britches?
It's gonna be a long
yes,
book.
it's a very Oh God, I have. Greg's got his backlog on games. I have about 20 books upstairs that I have not read that are just sitting there. And I just bought 2 more this week because of Amazon had a buy 2, get 1 free sale. So, bought a book on the 1990s Knicks. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, you think your book backlog is long? You should have a list of mine because I just write all the books. Book backlog. But you're absolutely right. And just Morgan Freeman's, even when you said, how long can the human spirit endure? And just Morgan Freeman dropping lines, some birds aren't meant to be caged.
Yeah.
A simple line like that. And he says it with so much power behind it. It's unbelievable. Then when they reunite, I mean, the escape, climbing through 500 yards of shit smelling foulness. I can't even imagine.
Coming out smelling cleaner on the other side or however that goes. Yeah.
I mean, that is just... just a phenomenal.
And I just love the look on Andy Dufresne's face when he's like, "Oh, can you add this to your outgoing mail?" And it's like the tell-all reveal. He's just shipping it through the mail. And it's like
smirk.
Oh yeah. So
says it to the news, and then they took Hadley away. He was crying like a little girl,
baby. Yeah, yeah.
I love his was it Morgan Freeman's last parole hearing? How he just like ripped him when they gave him his parole. It's like
stamp your little paper, Sonny, and let's move on. Or whatever.
I don't give a shit. I know what it means, Sonny.
I love that. And they give him his parole,
and I love It always bothered me before, but it doesn't bother me as much now. But the line about nobody ever looked at the man's shoes, because how often do you whatever the line is about looking at Andy's shoes because he's got the warden shoes on, I think, right at that point. Yeah. Right. So, just such a good movie. So I could watch that all. I mean, watch that all the time. So that's my number 1.
Awesome.
Nice.
There you go.
Good stuff. I think that's it. We've covered everything.
That was an endurance. That was a marathon. But
I'm gonna recap it really quick.
Yeah.
Starting with Vinny, we have Sisters Act, Happy Gilmore, Con Air, Jurassic Park, and your number 1, Vinny, again was
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. Sorry, I didn't write that down yet. For Justin, we had what was your number 5 again? I can't even read my own name. Clear and Present Danger.
Yes.
Fifth Element, You've Got Mail, The Matrix, Shawshank Redemption.
Yep.
Mine was Dumb and Dumber, JFK, Apollo 13, The Shawshank Redemption, and Goodfellas. So nice. I think those are pretty solid lists, right there,
I'm thinking when we do these going forward, you got Greg, send me if you have that written down, send it to me. I'm thinking we'll have to have Twitter polls and vote on who, quote unquote, had the best list based on Twitter, just to make it interesting. Go. Right. Obviously, if you're a You've Got Mail fan, I won, but
they seal the deal right there.
Yeah.
So, well, you got Gretchen's vote. So there you go.
I kind of feel bad now, but no, I'm sure your sister
he'll change the password back. So
I wonder if my sister's listening. I wonder if she remembers that. I just remember my mom going, "Oh, honey, you shouldn't have done that. That's not very nice." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess you're right." Yeah, so then I logged in and changed.
Sorry, Mom.
I think I changed it and this is how juvenile I was. Like, I changed this password to "You suck diddly uck" or something like that from The Simpsons.
Okay, Ned.
Yeah. I'm like, "Oh man, I really burned him." Yeah. So there you go. This has been story time with Justin.
That is great.
I save all this stuff just for you guys on Thursday night, so I hope you're happy.
We learn a lot about.
We learn a lot.
Well, so
that wraps it up for us. If you're still listening this long in, thank you for listening. Reach out to us on Twitter, baseball and what. Email us baseballwhatever at gmail.com, baseball and whatever podcast at bellyupsports.com, facebook.com/bellyup. No, I'm sorry. Let me try that again. Facebook.com/baseball and whatever. Our text line is 913-808-3278. That number again is 913-808-FART. Perfect timing. Dynamite dropping. Yeah, that's it. So, Vinny, you got anything else to add before we wrap up?
I don't. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I checked it. The other mover was not Apollo Creed's.
It wasn't. Okay.
No, it wasn't. I was wrong. So yeah, I figured I'd check that, and I should probably correct myself instead of trying to skate by and hope no one noticed.
I would have
skated by. Yeah,
I would have believed
I had
you.
to call myself out on that one.
He's an honest man, ladies and gentlemen.
I was wrong.
We're an honest pod.
Greg, you got anything else you want to share?
I do not. I had a lot of fun doing this with you guys.
All right, very cool. So. Well, by the way, don't forget, check out on our podcast feed, check out Greg's Road to MLB The Show. Up to 3 episodes is up. I'm sure we'll have more coming as they release more information. We'll have to decide. I put one of them on YouTube. We'll have to decide if you guys want.
I'm thinking of changing the title to Road to MLB The Show because the title I titled it Countdown to MLB.
Oh,
The Show,
I'm sorry.
But,
whoops.
I don't know. Road to MLB The Show.
I might have actually.
Maybe we like that. It's a little bit more in tune with what the game features. So we'll see. We'll call it. We'll change it every. We'll just change it up.
Greg's MLB Show.
More stuff coming, by the way. So big show in the works.
So yeah, tell your friends if you enjoy baseball and video games, check that out. If you just enjoy baseball or sports, or you're from the Chicagoland area, tell your friends. So we can continue to grow this.
The show might be baseball. So this for a little while here. We'll see. Hopefully not, but that might be our only thing. So.
And also, I keep forgetting to plug this. The online store for our merchandise is still online and available. Bonfire.com/belly out. Oh, God. Oh my God. Let me try that again. Bonfire.com/baseball and whatever. You can buy a hoodie, a t-shirt, a long sleeve tee, a baseball tee. And I need to order one of these. Vinny got coffee mugs designed. So I need to order one of those too. So that's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, be sure to write in. Tell us what you think. Tell us why my list is great. The other two's list is lame because it doesn't have You've Got Mail on it. And until next time, we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Take care.